Why do so many people hit 80 and then decline fast? It's not just aging. There are four hidden forces silently working against your health, and they don't make noise until it's too late. Living past 80 should be a celebration, right? But for many, it becomes a slow struggle, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And here's the truth. Most people don't talk about what really starts breaking down in your 80s until it's already happening. In this video, we'll break open the four powerful, but often invisible, reasons people decline rapidly after 80, and what you can do right now to protect your mind, your movement, and your meaning. Stick with us to the end. Reason number 4, it's not what you think, but it might be the most important of all. The quiet breakdown of nutrient absorption. We eat, we digest, we absorb. Simple, right? But after 80, that third part, absorption, starts to quietly fall apart. Your stomach doesn't make acid like it used to. Your intestines slow down, and your body becomes less efficient at pulling nutrients from food. You could eat all the right things and still be running low on key nutrients like B12, vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium. And what does that mean? Less energy, weaker bones, worse sleep, foggy thinking. Let's take Margaret, age 85. She was eating clean, eggs, greens, fruit, lean meats, but she still felt tired and weak. Her hands trembled, her mood dipped. When her doctor tested her, they found her B12 and iron were alarmingly low. Not because she didn't eat enough, but because her body just couldn't absorb it well anymore. This happens more than people realize. The stomach lining thins, the pancreas doesn't produce enzymes like it did at 50, and your gut bacteria, the good guys, get outnumbered by the bad ones. And yet, we blame aging, but this isn't inevitable. Here's what helps. Eating smaller, more frequent meals so the body isn't overwhelmed, adding fermented foods like kefir or yogurt to support digestion, taking high-quality, age-appropriate multivitamins or B-complex supplements with your doctor's guidance, checking nutrient levels yearly, especially B12, D, and iron. After 80, your body isn't broken. It's just more sensitive. You don't need to eat more. You need to absorb smarter. And the right nutrients, they're fuel for memory, muscle, and motivation. Without them, everything slows down. The shrinking of the senses and why that matters more than you think. When we think of aging, we often think of stiff joints or thinning hair, but the slow fade of your senses, sight, hearing, smell, and taste, is just as dangerous. Because when your senses dull, so does your connection to the world. Let's start with hearing. Meet Harold, 87. He started withdrawing from conversations at family dinners. He'd smile and nod, but he didn't really follow. What seemed like forgetfulness was actually hearing loss, and with it came loneliness, frustration, and even depression. Studies show that untreated hearing loss in seniors can double the risk of dementia. Why? Because when the brain isn't getting sound signals, it starts to atrophy from lack of stimulation. Same with vision. Cataracts, macular degeneration. Vision changes don't just make driving harder, they make reading, cooking, recognizing faces, daily life more difficult. And people slowly stop doing the things they once loved. Even taste and smell. Ever wonder why some older folks stop eating well? It's not always appetite, it's that food becomes bland. And without taste or smell, meals feel like chores. So people eat less, or worse, just snack on sugary or salty junk to feel something. The senses aren't just extras, they're how we connect. To the world, to people, to ourselves. But here's the good news, many sensory losses can be slowed or even improved. Getting regular hearing checks and using hearing aids when needed. Wearing proper reading glasses or getting cataracts treated. Using spices, herbs, and warm food textures to make meals enjoyable again. Smelling fresh citrus, mint, or essential oils to stimulate scent pathways. Think of your senses like radio antennas. If they're weak, you miss the broadcast of life. But if you tune them up, the world comes back into focus. Sharp, clear, and meaningful. Movement turns into stillness, and stillness steals life. There's something we see all the time. An active 80-year-old suddenly stops moving, and within months, they start to look 10 years older. Why? Because motion is life. Every time you stand, stretch, walk, or lift, even if it's light, it sends signals to your brain, heart, bones, and muscles saying, "We're still in this. Keep going." But when movement stops, the body listens too. It starts shutting systems down, one by one. Take Elaine, age 83. She sprained her ankle and stayed mostly in her chair for a month. After that, she couldn't get up without help. Her legs thinned. Her balance got shaky. One small injury turned into a cascade of decline. This is the danger of inactivity after 80. It doesn't just slow you down, it starts to steal your independence. And here's the kicker. You don't need to run marathons to prevent it. You just need to move consistently. Simple things like walking for 10 to 15 minutes a few times a day, using a resistance band while seated, standing up from your chair 10 times in a row, doing gentle leg lifts or side steps while brushing your teeth. It's not about exercise, it's about engagement. You're telling your body, "I'm still here, I still care." Want a brain boost? Move. Want better sleep? Move. Want to reduce the risk of heart problems, diabetes, or depression? Move. One small movement after 80 is like sending a message through every system in your body. Don't shut down yet. We've got more life to live. The disappearance of role, routine, and recognition. You can be physically healthy, but if you don't feel needed, if your days blend into each other, you start to disappear inside your own life. And this is the quiet crisis no one prepares us for after 80. Society focuses so much on staying alive. We forget to talk about what makes life worth living. After retirement, after caregiving, after the big roles fade, many elders find themselves wondering, who am I now? Let's talk about Gloria, 86. For decades, she was a school teacher. Her identity was in helping others learn and grow. Now, her days feel long and quiet. She still cooks, reads, and watches her favorite shows. But something's missing. It's not activity, it's meaning. Humans are built to contribute, to serve, create, nurture, or guide. When we don't feel seen or valuable, the spirit quietly dims. And with it goes motivation, mental sharpness, and even the immune system. Here's the truth. Purpose doesn't have to be a grand mission. It can be tiny sparks, daily anchors, calling someone just to check in, writing down your life stories for the next generation, volunteering once a week, even virtually, offering advice to a neighbor or friend, starting a tiny garden, even on a windowsill. Routine gives rhythm, recognition gives meaning, and role, no matter how small, gives life weight and warmth. If you're over 80 or love someone who is, ask this. What gives you a reason to get up each day? Then protect that thing like it's oxygen. Because in a way, it is. Aging isn't the end, it's the masterpiece. Let's take a breath. You've heard a lot in this video about silent nutrient loss, fading senses, the danger of stillness, and the importance of daily meaning. But here's what really matters. You're not helpless, you're not broken, and you're not too late. Yes, the body changes. Yes, there are real challenges. But wisdom, your wisdom, is knowing which changes you can influence and taking small steps, tiny victories, every single day. You don't need to chase youth. You just need to guard your vitality. Eat to fuel, not just to fill. Move to maintain, not to impress. Connect to feel human, not just to feel busy. Rest to recover, not just to pass time. Most of all, protect your purpose. Because the real secret to aging well isn't in a pill or a perfect diet. It's in choosing to stay involved with your body, with your mind, and with the world around you. You've earned this chapter. Now write it with boldness, clarity, and care. If this video helped you, subscribe now and share it with someone you love, because wisdom grows when it's shared.